And we're farming to enjoy it, and we want to get up at 4:30 in the morning and go out and milk cows we enjoy being with. It's our business, it's our family. And I can serve up products that we've produced ourselves as well. So that's our next step, is where we go from. Maybe we look at developing a cheese factory and things, but that's down the road away. At the moment we're just enjoying what we do, and New Zealand gives you those opportunities. My name is Katy Button, and I arrived here in New Zealand in 1996 with my husband, who is also English. We met about 3 years before 1996 and showing cattle at Smithfield Show in London. This is a big, huge prime stock show in the middle of the UK. My husband was showing Hereford cattle and I was showing sheep. So our passion is animals and showing together. And our passion was we wanted to farm together, but in the UK, if you're a person with no land already behind you and the money to get into it, it's just not possible. And we'd read a lot of stories and met a lot of New Zealanders, and particularly one gentleman, Paul Assman. He's a dairy farmer who's in the South Island now. He emigrated in the 70s to the North Island, and in the 90s he went to the South Island and converted a farm. And he would write in the English dairy farming magazines. He couldn't find staff. And I have here with me the fax, because back then there wasn't email. We sent him a fax in 1995 and said, we are the ones. We are the ones to work for you and help you and to be able to farm. And it ended up we come in 1996, and we didn't work for Paul though. We found another job in the Maniatoto, and the Maniatoto wasn't a dairying area at all, and kind of our dreams initially were quite shattered. It wasn't really what we expected. There was 2 dairy farms, and the whole area surrounded, well, you know, the Maniatoto, it's a dry area, sheep farmers, and they didn't want to talk to us. But my background was sheep farming. I knew a lot about sheep, and it took us a while. We eventually started talking to people and made some very good friends there. But we realised there was more to the industry, and we ended up, it was just a year we worked there, and we ended up, after that, contract milking in Belclutha. We got on the contract ladder, started share milking, and in 2002 another farmer who really meant a lot to us was Hans van der Linden, came to us and said we could buy a farm together. I said, this isn't possible. Just no. We sat down with the bank, went through it all. We were share milking 300 cows then, and Hans, he was selling a dairy farm. We can use our collateral. You've got the stock, I've got the money here, and we went in a 50-50 equity partnership on a farm, 200 hectares, and we initially were just milking just over 400 cows. The farm, when we bought it, had only achieved 160,000 kilos with 500 cows. We milk 400 and producing over 180,000 kilos of milk now, and now we are 85% shareholders in 8 years on that farm. If we'd stayed in England, I just can't even imagine where we'd be. We would not be farming together and enjoying our lifestyle. And I look back, we entered the share milker competition when we were share milking, and that was our vision, was to farm together and enjoy our lifestyle. And New Zealand gives you those opportunities and helps you achieve your visions, and that's my sort of real message, is if you want to do something, go out there and grab those opportunities. You know, we managed to come from the United Kingdom, and now we have a farm. We have our children are Kiwis, and we think of ourselves as Kiwis now. Though you've got very close ties still to the United Kingdom and family. All our family's still there, but now we have friends that are more or less family to us, and New Zealand gives you that. But yeah, our dream and passion is family and farming and food, and just a little thing on the side. Like when we was leaving to come here, I was thinking, I've got loads of photos. I can show you loads of pictures of me and Tim like farming, and pictures of those classic ones of the cows over the hills. But we've all got those, we've all been there and done that. And I was like, we're just trying to develop our business more, and we're looking, in Europe you have to really diversify your business to grow it and to make money, because here you're lucky you can just farm and make an income, but in Europe they diversify, and we're looking at how we can develop ourselves more, because we've got to where we want to be. We're at that sort of, we're farming, we're doing what we want to do, and it's where we go next. And I've started making cheese, so I went on a cheese making course. I've got my book here, everything in it, and now when people come to us and stay, I have feta cheese that we have made ourselves. In 3 days you've got something to eat. We're all dairy farmers, you've got the milk. If you can't drink your own milk, if you go and buy milk, my daughter, she is so horrified when she sees people buying milk, because we're dairy farmers, we have milk there on the farm. And you know, and we're passionate about our cows, we're really into the breeding. We're not the traditional Kiwi farmer there, we don't tick the box when LIC come. We look at all the catalogues. I could have bought them all. My husband, he knows there's Worldwide Stars, there's CMX, there's Genetic Enterprises, there's Liberty Genetics, you name it. He'll look at them all, he'll look at the cows, and he'll select and do corrective matings. So our herd is not the highest BW herd in New Zealand. We're not in the top 10%. But Fonterra paid us $5.32 per kilo of milk solids last year because we have a high protein producing herd. BW doesn't keep the bank happy. That's how I look at it. You know, maybe when an agent comes to us and they want to sell the herd, they'll ask what our BW is. Our average BW is 30. A lot of people will be horrified. Then I just say, well, what was your payout from Fonterra? Were you 12 cents above the average 5.20? Everyone says 5.20. Well, we got $5.32. What did you get? And we're farming to enjoy it, and we want to get up at 4:30 in the morning and go out and milk cows we enjoy being with. It's our business, it's our family. And I can serve up products that we've produced ourselves as well. So that's our next step, is where we go from. Maybe we look at developing a cheese factory and things, but that's down the road away. At the moment we're just enjoying what we do, and New Zealand gives you those opportunities.